creativity and spirituality, and the bad boy dilemma. When I was younger, I used to look at spirituality and spiritual people and everything that has to do with this kind of thing as boring. It's not that the spirituality part was boring, it was the trying to better yourself that was boring. The trying to be a better person, a good person, that was boring. Now, what do I mean when I say boring? We all know that bad boys are interesting. Bad boys are sexy. Bad boys are fascinating, are enticing. Being a good boy is boring. Being a good person is boring. Being a good woman, that's even worse. Being good was for me a sign of normal. And sign of normal means weakness. If you want to be creative, if you want to be special, you have to be bad. You have to be a bastard, you have to be an asshole, you have to be special. You have to be the one that doesn't obey the rules. And that also means the normal rules of society. You are the one that should be drunk or on drugs or just causing some kind of mayhem. You're the one who is supposed to do what people are not supposed to do. You're the one who is supposed to break everything around you in order to build something new. Now, when you're 20, that sounds like a logical path to take, because you hate the world and old people and nobody understands you and they all have these strange ways and they have ruined the world. We see it all the time now. There's a full generation now of idiots who think that way. The difference is that when you're a normal person, you think that way when you're 24. When you're not a normal person, when you're a normal person for this generation. I don't want to badmouth millennials, I don't want to badmouth leftists, but let's face it, if you're 45 and you still think that adults are ruining everything for you, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with the system that you have created. Something is wrong with your belief system, not with the system around you. Something is wrong inside you. I was that way when I was in my 20s, and again, I thought that good was bad. I thought that good was boring. I thought that I wanted to be the bad guy. I lived on the Bukowskis, on the William Burroughs, on the drunk poet, artist kind of character. I thought that this is what the world needed. I thought that this is what I needed. I thought that this is what something that people want. But let's face it, most people don't really want to have a friend who is destructive. Most people don't really want to have a friend who thinks that everything around him is horrible and rotten and needs to be burned down, and he is the only one that knows how things actually work. Again, when you're 24, that is the way you should be. When you're 27, you should be starting to get out of it. When you're 40, you definitely need to be out of it. And here we come to the question of the spirituality and good. Because real spirituality, and it doesn't matter if it goes with religion or New Age or whatever kind of belief you have, is trying to make you a better person, a good person. Not an entertaining drunk, not some creative, extremely independent, extremely innovative, extremely out-of-the-box thinker. No, these are things that you can be. You can be a good person and think out of the box. You can be a good person and be innovative. You can be a good person and be original. It's just a way to exercise your spirituality in a productive manner, in a manner that is helping people, that is helping you. I really thought that being good was a fault. I didn't want to be good. I wanted to be the bad boy. I loved being the bad boy. And you know what? I enjoyed it. And you know what? There were people who enjoyed it with me. I got laid. I got invited to all the parties. I even got a couple of really good gigs and jobs because I was the bad boy. Because I was playing a part. I was playing the artist. I was playing what some people expected from me. Now that I'm a little bit older, I don't have to play anymore. I can actually be myself. And being myself means that I can afford to be good. I can afford to be a little more humble. I can afford to be a little bit more considerate. I can afford to be a little more, I don't know, I play by the rules. Sometimes I choose which rule to play with. Sometimes I make my own rules. But I do have a certain level of correspondence with the world around me. I don't have to be the rebel. I don't have to be the wild one. I don't have to party all night and go to sleep at 5 o'clock. No. 5 o'clock I wake up because I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of work to do because I am productive. I am productive because I know what I am doing now. Not because I'm smarter and I know what I'm doing, but I know who I am. And I know what I am supposed to be doing. And this is what I am doing. Now, what I'm saying is this: being the bad boy is sexy, it is fun, and you can even enjoy it if you want. But remember that this is a show. If you really want to advance yourself, and here comes the spirituality part, and here comes the creativity part, and here comes again the part where they both meet, where being spiritual and being creative walk hand in hand into making something better. When you arrive to this point, you understand that you don't have to play the bad boy anymore. You don't have to be the rebel without a cause. You can just be you, and you can be productive, and you can be creative. And that is what makes a really good creative life.